You're watching MileHighSportsPreps.com.
Brought to you by Camp Team Insurance, your sports insurance specialist.
This should be a very entertaining matchup between these two.
This is a much anticipated, certainly Vincente Gallegos has proven to be a top wrestler in Colorado through all parts of the season. That's on and off the season. State champion from last year. Of course, he's going against number one Jeremy Luna from Rocky Mountain. Vincente has waited all year for this match to prove that he can take. And there's a quick move and a throw by Vincente, just like he normally does against Luna.
And he caught Luna napping for just a moment. Gallegos was able to get to the side for that quick 2-point takedown. Now tries to roll him over. And this is an active match, ladies and gentlemen. These two wrestlers are extremely fast on the mat, laterally moving, on top moving side to side, front, forwards. This has the makings of a real beauty, and it's going to be a battle of attrition as this thing goes along. Can Luna match the power and speed that Gallegos obviously brings to the table?
You know, I asked Vincente early on if he had ever wrestled Luna. He said no, but I think that's a disadvantage for Luna because I think people are very surprised at how strong Vincente Gallegos is. And right now, Jeremy Luna, a little surprised, I believe, because he's had a great year leading up to this match. And of course, he had some great wrestling matches there at the state tournament.
Right now, Luna gets an escape as he twists away from the hold there that Gallegos was trying to put there on him on his hip. So it's now 2-1 as we are in the middle of the first period in what should be a very active match between two very focused and very quick athletes. And here Luna trying for that leg takedown on Gallegos, has him in that hold, trying to twist and turn around. Luna trying to get out of that, and Gallegos trying to hang on to his neck. He's got that hold around his neck. And now look at them twisting and turning, trying to get any offensive advantage for a point here. And it's quite a battle of attrition with these two. Any mistake can cost either one of them in this match, Ed, and this is a very active match already.
It sure is. I think that they're looking for a position, certainly a chess game at this point, and I think that sooner or later they're going to start opening up. But right now, 2-1 in favor of Gallegos in the white. The time going to a finish there on the first period. Waiting to see what the coin flip says. This will be an interesting second period here.
And remember, folks, Gallegos is wrestling really in his first matches of the whole season. He came into today at 1-0, and he's won 2 matches by pinfall. So he's now 3-1 on the 3-0 on the season, and looking to get back into form by the time we get to the month of February. But this is a gritty battle between two very fast cats. As starting on the mat in the second period, Gallegos down on the ground, Luna trying to hold on. Gallegos trying to twist out. Yep.
Here comes a possible throw by Vincente, and he possibly does. And you mentioned there, John, that you know, he's in his first match, but right now it does look like he hasn't taken any time off from as being a transfer, having to give up some time there from transferring schools. But right now it's a battle and a great match.
You brought up a great point. We thought it was the injury, but he's a transfer, so you have to do that sit-out with the transfer rule for a certain amount of matches, a certain amount of time during the season. But Gallegos looking in nice-looking form tonight. Terrific opponent and the #1 ranked wrestler. The fans should get into this match as we continue with 1:17 remaining in the second period.
The question's got to be, I think, that Vincente, can he hang for all 3 periods? If there was any disadvantage of sitting out for the first half of the season, would be, can you hang all 3 periods? Just the anticipation wears you down, the mental, the stress of it, and of course, not to mention wrestling somebody like Luna, his first tournament. And Vincente doing a great job, but he needs to score here on the bottom.
Now a legal hold in the back of the neck and head called for just a moment on Luna, so the referee stopped the action when exactly a minute to go here in the second period of action. What an active match, as Ed mentioned already in this one, and it's going to come down to who's going to wear out last, who's going to make that one big mistake. We've seen a lot of great 2-1, 3-2 matches over the years in all kinds of tournaments, and this is shaping up to be one of those two, as Luna now trying to grab the back of his left leg and try to roll him over in a semi like tilt move, but Gallegos having none of it, being able to stay low base to the mat and not letting his opponent to get a lift on him.
You know, one thing on the way to the semifinals, Vincente wrestled Jesse Carlson from Legacy, who was ranked number 3 in the state, and what Gallegos did to him was pin him in the first period. So he has certainly already been tested coming into the finals matches, and right now my biggest question here, can Gallegos last all 3 periods with the same fire that he does in the first? We've seen him do it before, and let's see right now with 23 seconds left, third period coming up, much anticipated.
Of course, in wrestling in high school, it's 3 2-minute periods.
It's a good Ramby roll. He gets him back on his, almost scores on his, against Luna there, but scores of 2 points and much needed there, John.
Quick as a dart as he was able to attack him like a snake. Got that top front roll right on his back. Perfect move at the time for Gallegos. It's 4-1, and that will be the lead as we head into the third period. Gallegos looking to knock off the top-ranked Rocky Mountain Lobo wrestler as Gallegos leads Luna in this match by the score of 4-1. What are we in store for in the third period as Luna will be down to start the third period on the mat? Gallegos on top.
I think one of the strong points of Gallegos is certainly the top position, and as we already seen, the neutral position. So it's going to be interesting right now, Luna taking the bottom, how this is going to pan out for him.
Gallegos now wants to use his body, keep that thing moving laterally, not give up a point, and just as I say that, he gives up an escape. It's now 4-2 as the top-ranked Luna from Rocky Mountain has got some work to do here in the third period with 1.5 minutes remaining. Gallegos does not want to make a mistake, as Ed made a great point earlier as we started the match.
Great duck under by Gallegos and scores another 2 points.
And did that little quick front roll move where he just moved laterally, and now he let him go for a 1-point escape. Will he go after the leg again and try to attack him again in that same manner? Now he's pushing his head down to the mat with his right hand.
Gallegos doing the right thing here. He knows the position of his mat, trying to get some seconds away. He knows he's not going to score. All he has to do is step out. Gallegos, great smart wrestler right there, getting ahead by 3 points. You know, I was talking to Tim Yount earlier. This could very well be the state final match. But one thing interesting, the person who loses this match has a 60% chance of winning the second time around. So it's who you vote for, who you want to win as a parent or coach. Sometimes it's difficult knowing that statistic there.
Absolutely, and then of course we mentioned these two going at it right now. We put Jesse Carlson in the mix and also Garrett Vasquez from Loveland, all ranked in the top 4. That weight classification at state's going to be outstanding, and is now Gallegos trying to grind his legs, trying to get his hips move forward as he circles around. Referee blows the whistle with 27.6 seconds to go, and Gallegos is that amount of time away from pulling off what's not really an upset, but the top-ranked wrestler could go down here in a matter of seconds. Gallegos now doing a little sit on his back, trying to bide some time as he grabs his leg. Luna trying to get him turned over, but will he run out of time here? We're down to 9 seconds. Luna desperate.
He's not going to score there. Gallegos going to let that go. He's just going to hold on 2 more seconds. And he does score 2 points, but the end of the match, 6-5. Great match for what it's billed for. Gallegos a victor tonight. Of course, he's going to want to take this to the Pepsi Center and win the big match there.
Vincente Gallegos takes his record to 4-0 with a 6-5 decision over the top-ranked Jeremy Luna of Rocky Mountain High School.
You're watching MileHighSportsPreps.com. Brought to you by Camp Team Insurance, your sports insurance specialist.